In this video, I'm using Google Sheets and I will show you how to set up and use your wedding planner spreadsheet. First things first, we've locked most of the cells with formulas to prevent any accidental changes that could mess up the spreadsheet. So if you see this message, it just means that the cell isn't meant to be edited. No worries though, I'll walk you through everything step by step, and if you accidentally click on a locked cell, just hit the X and you're all good. We've also set up a simple color code to make things easy. If a cell has a white background, you can edit it. If it's colored, it's locked, so just leave it as is. One more important thing, please don't move cells around. Moving them can mess up the spreadsheet's automation and cause issues. Now let's check out the Setup tab. Here you'll find several tables that help fill in data across the rest of the spreadsheet. The first table is all about your wedding details, your names, the date, and the location. Then there's a section to set your currency. If your currency is not available, click on the pencil icon and add another item, and then click Done. After that, you'll see two tables, which we will use as the drop-down menus in other tabs. At the top of this ribbon and the left side hand of this tab, you have the number of days left before your wedding. Below that, you will find a ribbon with a list of all the tabs to easily navigate through them. For example, if I want to go to the Dashboard tab, I simply have to click on the Dashboard link and then Spreadsheet will automatically bring you to the specific tab. Let's head to the dashboard. Here you'll get a quick overview of your wedding plans, including the wedding date, guest details, budget, and more all in one place. You don't need to edit anything in this tab. It automatically updates with information from the other sections. In the Timeline tab, you can list all the tasks you need to complete from 12 months before your wedding up to the big day. For each task, enter the deadline, person responsible, priority, and a brief description once a task is done. Just check the box to track your progress easily. In the Calendar tab, you can choose the year, month, and start date. This calendar will display your tasks for each selected day based on the Timeline tab. For example, if you set a task deadline for February 17, 2025, it will appear on that date in the calendar. Once you mark a task as done in the Timeline tab, it will be highlighted in the calendar to show it's completed. If you need to complete a task as soon as possible, just type the task and set the due date here. The Contact Info tab is simple. Just enter your guests and vendors details for easy access. This way you can quickly find their contact information whenever you need it. The Checklist tab already includes essential wedding tasks. You can easily add or remove items as needed. When you complete a task, just check the box to mark it as done. The Budget tab gives you an overview of your wedding expenses with charts and data. Start by entering your budget contributions. This total will update automatically across the charts. In the Expense Tracker, enter details like the payment date, vendor type, payer, agreed price, and the amount paid. These expenses will be categorized on the left side. You'll also see charts showing your remaining budget, paid amounts, and outstanding payments. The vendor chart updates based on your selection, giving you a quick view of where you're spending the most. And remember, you can only edit the white cells. In the Vendors tab, list all the vendors you need for your wedding. The amounts shown here come from the Budget tab. Below, you'll see different vendor categories. Under each category, add potential vendors and their details. Once you've made a final choice, just check the box to mark your selected vendor. At the top, there's a chart showing the percentage of your budget spent on each vendor and the total cost of your final selections. In the Guest List tab, enter all your invited guests along with their details. Include their names, tags, which we have set up in the Setup tab, and track whether you've sent them save the date cards, invitations, and their RSVP responses. At the top, you'll see charts summarizing the tags, save the date status, invitations, and RSVPs. You can also filter the guest list. Just select a tag or any other filter from the drop-down to view specific guests. Now let's arrange the seating in the Seating Plan tab. Assign a table number to each guest. Only those who responded attending on the RSVP will appear here. To assign a guest to a table, click the drop-down menu in the cell and select their name. Once assigned, their name will disappear from the guest list on the right. If you need to remove a guest from a table, just click the cell and press delete. If a guest is mistakenly placed at two different tables, the cell will turn red to alert you. Just hit delete to erase the names. In the Foods and Drinks tab, start by entering the details of your caterer and bartender. Below, you'll find different food categories. For example, under Appetizers, you'll see 3 options. Choose the one that works best for you by ticking the box. Once selected, the chart will update to show an overview of your expenses for each category. You'll also see comparison charts to help you see which option in each category cost the most. In the Venue tab, enter details about your venue and vendors. You can also add an image by clicking the cell, selecting Insert, and uploading your venue photo. Below, you'll find the cost for the ceremony and reception. On the right, there's a checklist with important things to prepare, giving you helpful ideas for your planning. In the Photos and Videos tab, start by adding a couple's photo. This will appear on the dashboard. Below, you'll find a shot list to ensure you capture all the important moments during your wedding photo shoot. Finally, the Honeymoon tab. Here, list all honeymoon categories and set your budget for each. The actual cost will update from the transaction tracker. Choose your honeymoon start and end dates. In the transaction tracker, record all your expenses to keep track of your spending. On the right, enter your booking details, travel arrangements, and itinerary. That's it. Hope you enjoy planning your wedding. If you want a paperless wedding invitation, we can create a wedding website for you. Save up to 70% compared to traditional paper invites. Click the link below to learn more or visit our TikTok for more samples.